Well, hello beautiful people, welcome back to ncaa Gaming. We're back with the Sacramento State Legacy here on College Hoops 2K8. And in this episode, we got three games in this one. Because regardless of the results, we're going to be playing 3 games regardless. As we are in the Great Alaska Shootout. And in the first round, we're going to be taking on Maryland. They've only played 1 game so far this season, so they're not as battle-tested as we are. As far as the season goes, at very least. We're 5-0, they're 1-0. So something's got to give. Here we go. Maryland with the ball. They're going to miss a shot there. Sokolov with the rebound. He's going to push it up to Sean Brock. And Brock going to slam it down to give us a 2-point lead to start the game. All right, here's Leno. Going to kick it out to Evans in the corner. And Evans going to drain the 3. Gives us a 5-0 lead over Maryland. And Evans with the steal. Goes to the opposite corner, hits another 3 to give us an 8-point lead. And then here's Evans with another 3, no good this time. Then Brock with another big dunk. Gives us a 10-0 lead. Brock with the steal, puts it up, and good. And just like that, we're up 12-0. Maryland's starting to come back a little bit now. Now it's 16-7, but then Sokolov with a big steal. Solo fast break, and he's going to slam it down to give us an 11-point lead. Maryland not going away quietly, however, as they're going to get a layup to make it a 7-point game. Now it's a 3-point game. Here's a pass out to Padilla, and he's going to miss the 3. Rebounded by Zwicker. Goes up with it and makes it a 1-point game. Now midway through the first half, and Maryland going to take their first lead of the game, up 19-18 now. Then Turksine's going to respond with a deep 2 to make it a 1-point game for us. Then Evans going to lay it up, makes it a 3-point game. And then Evans wide open in the corner. I still have not been able to find out why the defense keeps leaving Evans and Foster wide open in the corner for 3. And then a big dunk from Evans to give us a 6-point lead. Maryland starts clawing back a little bit. And then Evans has to hit another shot. And then a big steal from Brock. Passes it inside. Turksine up and good for a 7-point lead. Under 3 minutes to go. Maryland on a fast break. They're going to cut the lead down to 2. Now under a minute to go, we lead by 4. Over to Turksine in the corner with the pump fake. Back over to Evans. Gets a man to jump. Pulls up for the mid-range jumper, and we take a 6-point lead. 23 first half points for Nelson Evans. He absolutely balled out on the Terrapins. 3 for 20 from 3-point range. We could definitely stand to improve that. But they're 0 for 9 themselves, so I'm not too worried about it. But again, 23 points for Evans. 13 rebounds by Brock. And we just got to keep it rolling into the second half. Here's Maryland. Pass out to Reed. Reed going to give it back to Arlene. And Arlene for 3. Good. Makes it a 1-point game. We later have a 3-point lead. Here's Sokolov with another big dunk. It's been really reliable with those type of plays so far this season. As Evans pulls up for 3. Good from the wing. 28 points for Evans now. We're up 46-40. Just over 10 minutes to go. Here's Zamora trying to get inside, lays it up, and good, and he got the foul. So now we just have a 3-point lead. They're going to lay it up, make it a 1-point lead for us. Now Maryland trying to take the lead here, no good. Rebounded by Van Vector, and we're on a fast break now. Turksine just going to pull up for 3, extends the lead out to 4. And now just over 6 minutes to go. We're trying to close Maryland out here. Here's Evans with a deep 2, good. Makes it a 6-point game. Under 4 minutes to go, Maryland within 1. Arlene goes up for 3, and he drains it to give him a 2-point lead. Then Arlene again inside gives him a 4-point lead. I believe that's Maryland's largest lead of the game so far. But Evans is going to clap back with a 3 of his own. And with 3:20 to go, we trail by just 1. A very close game. Maryland able to extend it out to a 3-point game. Then Zwicker gets the steal, makes it a 5-point game now. And we're in a little bit of trouble now. Foster, no good from 3. Brock back up with it, dunks it down. And we trail by just 3. Brock gets the steal. Over to Evans in the corner. He's able to get a guy to jump. Pulls up for 3. Good. And we're tied at 64. Arlene trying to answer back. And he's able to get a 3 of his own to give him back the 3-point lead. Now under a minute to go, we trail by 1. Here's Evans inside to Leno. And then he gets a big dunk. Makes it a 1-point lead for Sacramento State. Maryland trying to answer back. A big block by Sean Brock. And then Foster going to get fouled. Makes both free throws, so it's a 3-point game. Under 10 seconds to go. Maryland needs a 3 to tie it, and Arlene going to make it. Ties it up at 70. We need a timeout. And then Clarence Foster tries to win it with a three, no good. And we're headed to overtime. Tied 70 apiece. Maryland with a great effort to come back in this game. And now we'll need an extra session to decide the winner in this one. Brock backing down the defender. Finds Foster in the corner. He drains the three. He's been pretty quiet so far this season in general. But a clutch three there. And then Sokolov with another dunk. All three of his field goals are dunks. And we're up by 5 now. Evans in the corner for 3, no good. Brock with the rebound. Passes it back to Evans. This time a deep 2 goes in. We take a 7-point lead, but Maryland not going away quietly as Zamora gets the bucket there to make it a 4-point game. Just over a minute to go. A big steal by Sokolov. He's going to pass it out to Foster for the 3. Good, and we take a 9-point lead with just over a minute to go. Maryland would get a 3 in response. Crazy sequence here. A lot of steals going on. Queen finally going to pass it up to Brock, and that's your dagger right there. Maryland down by 6. Arlene trying to make it a 3-point game, no good. Rebounded by Queen. And that's going to do it for the first round of the Great Alaska Shootout. We win 89-80 over Maryland. Nelson Evans with an amazing game, 46 points, 8 rebounds, and 12 for 12 from the free throw line. And just an amazing game overall for Evans in this one. And he's had a great season so far. He's probably trying to be the player of the year this year, but we'll see what happens there. And Brock, 14 points, 25 rebounds, 8 assists, 7 steals, and 4 blocks. He definitely had a great game himself. And on Maryland's side, they had 4 different players, that is, in double figures, but not enough to get the win for them in this one. I mean, when you turn the ball over 21 times, you can't really expect to win against anybody. But we get another win over another power conference team. And speaking of power conferences, we got to take on another ranked opponent in this tournament as we battle Indiana, who's ranked 10th in the nation. And this is definitely going to be a tough game. They're actually more battle-tested than Maryland. They played 3 games before this tournament and are sitting at 4-0 after taking care of Butler. But here we go. Indiana with the ball early in the game. Here's Murray working against Sokolov. Finds Takahashi on the wing, and he hits the 3 to make it 3-0. Evans trying to clap back, and he's going to do it successfully. 3-3. There's Brock trying to pass it out. Finds Evans, and a mid-range jumper goes in. It's 5-3. Later on in the first half, it's 9-7 after a bucket for Indiana. Here's Foster in transition. Gives it to Queen. He lays it up, and good. And we have a 4-point lead. And Turksign for 3. Good. Makes it a 5-point game. So Indiana already giving us a tougher game than Maryland did, early at least, as Hoskin gets the bucket there. And then a big steal by Murray in transition now. Over to Takahashi for 3. He ties the ball game up at 14. Look at this half-court lob to Takahashi to give Indiana the lead. Foster going to answer back with a layup to make it 16-all. We take a 4-point lead, but then Takahashi cuts it down to 1 with a 3. Then Leno's going to tip his own miss back in. And then Hornsby going to miss the 3. Brock going to have to tip it in twice to get it in. Now it's a 5-point game. 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Hornsby with the 3. Showing a little bit of a flash from what he was before. Then another 3 for Hornsby. I mean, he's been quiet so far this season, but he's starting to make a little bit of an emergence in this game. And then Brock able to go back up with it. We're up by 13 just like that. Then Foster with a 3. Makes it 41-25. Brock back out to Foster, another 3. And he's starting to find his rhythm now as we take a 44-25 lead at the half. As we have just completely dominated Indiana so far in this game. Takahashi really the only threat they have as far as scoring goes in this one. He has 15 of their 25 points, and that's just really disappointing. Evans kind of quiet so far in this game as well. Speaking of the devil, he's going to hit a deep 3. Gives him 11 points. And another 3. Why do people keep leaving them wide open? What are y'all thinking? And here's Turksign trying to get into the action. Hits a 3 of his own. We have a 20-point lead at that point. Then Turksign going to miss a 3 there. Back out to him. And he's going to throw it across court to Evans. In the corner for 3. Good. A 21-point lead for us. But then Indiana's still fighting in this one. Murray gets the layup there. Then here's Murray again. gets another layup, makes it a 14-point game. But this three-point barrage was just way too much for Indiana as Evans hits another three. And then Murray inside to Hoskin over the Collier. He's going to hit a three to make it a 14-point game. But then Evans going to answer right back with a three of his own. And now here's Collier throwing up the lob, and it's good for Jarrell. Now it's a 12-point game, but Evans again with another three. Just absolutely burying the Hoosiers in this one. Turkson with another three of his own. And Turkson, another three, under 3 minutes to go. We just dominated them in this one. 80-63 is your final. And a lot of threes in the second half were able to get us the dub. Evans again the player of the game with 29 points. 7 for 13 from deep. And just an amazing game from him. Just another amazing game as we're going to be playing for the Great Alaska Shootout Championship. Leno with 13 rebounds, Brock had 16, and Turkson with 20 points of his own, 4 for 9 from 3. Foster only had 12 points. It felt like he had more than that, but he missed a lot of shots as well. Takahashi was shut out in the second half, by the way, which was pretty crazy and definitely contributed to us holding on to the victory. And Indiana didn't really turn the ball over like that. Only 9 turnovers into the game. They just couldn't make their shots, and we made them pay. Offensive rebounds really got us out the way in this one. And for the championship, we're going to be taking on Middle Tennessee State. And they're not exactly known for their basketball. And having just beat Maryland and beat the number 10 team in the nation, this should be a cakewalk for us in all honesty. But that's why they play the game, right? So here we go, trying to win another tournament here as Evans hits the three early on to give us the 3-0 lead. They're going to take a lead of their own here. And then White for three. They have a 7-3 lead. Middle Tennessee State playing us better early than Maryland and Indiana did, as they're going to take an 11-3 lead, just completely catching us by surprise. But then we remember who we are. We live by the three, we die by the three, as Turkson hits the three there. And then Leno going to get the rebound off the Queen miss. Then Turkson with another three, drains it, makes it a 2-point game. And then later on, here's Leno with another layup, makes it a 2-point game again. And then Fernandez, no good from three. Brock gets the rebound, ties the ball game up at 20. But then they're going to clap back with a three to make it a 5-point game. Again, they're just giving us a hard time. Brock gets the steal there, misses the layup, and then Turkson gets the rebound, gets blocked, but then gets a steal, and Foster back up with it, and good to make it a 1-point game. Here's Evans in the corner trying to work inside, passes it over to Foster for three, and we take a 2-point lead with 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. But then they would answer back with a layup there to make it a 27-all game. And then Foster going to clap back with another three. Here's Evans for three, good. And we have a 6-point lead. But then a big layup by Chambers. He gets the contact as well to make it a 1-point game. Time winding down in the first half. And then Leno with a big steal, dunks it in to make it a 3-point game. We go into the half up 35-32, but we are definitely shook up a little bit by Middle Tennessee State's effort in this one. Shooting 48% from the field. And they're definitely hanging in there with us in pretty much every category for the most part. Evans leads all scorers with 10 points at the half. And we got to come out with some fire in the second half. So here you got Evans hitting a three to give us a 2-point lead. And then here's Evans again from the wing. Good. He just seems to catch fire in the second half almost all the time. And Sokolov gets a layup there. His first bucket of the game. And now we're up by 9. Here's Hornsby getting in on the action again. Now we have a 10-point lead just like that. Fernandez for three in the corner. Good. And we end up opening up a pretty big lead on Middle Tennessee State. Here's Foster for three. Good. Makes it a 14-point game. It's over 5 minutes to go. Evans is going to pull up, no good. But Brock tips it back in, and it was good. And an 11-point game. And Foster with a big three. We end up winning this one 70-60. And we are the winners of the Greater Alaska Shootout in Season 2. Another player of the game effort by Evans. Not as good as his first 2 games, but still a pretty damn good game. 25 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Not the best shooting numbers. 9 for 29 from the field, 5 for 16 from deep. But still good enough to get us the victory. Foster with 16 points. And overall, just an amazing game. Just an amazing 3 games for this team in general, as we are still undefeated at 8-0 on the season. But unfortunately, we were actually not ranked. I checked after the game, and I simmed a little further on, like before the USF game that we have next week. And we're still not ranked, but we'll get there soon. Anyways, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the sub button if you're new. Also, click on the notification bell to join the notification gang. Also, if you guys want to support the channel in a more personal way, you can always pledge to me on Patreon. The link's going to be in the description. You guys have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day, night, or whenever you're watching this. And like I always say, no matter what happens, make sure you guys keep that mofo rolling. I'm out of here. Deuces.
God, they tryna turn me to a monster. Every year I'm a conquer. Okay, see, I bring the thunder. Walking in humble, Ali Muhammad. Sting you like Bumble. Running with pride. 10 over, eyes to a bliss. I don't fumble. Blind.